Tree Talking Time is brought to you by Conkey's Outdoors. Get all your hound hunting needs at conkeys.com. Welcome to Tree Talking Time, where we talk all things tree dogs, from the smallest feists to the largest hounds, treating squirrels to bears and everything in between. And from time to time, we might even run a little fast game. Need reliable housing for your animals? Animal Housing Solutions in Mayo, Florida builds custom coops, kennels, and shelters that are strong, durable, and designed with your animal's comfort in mind. Whether you need a large-scale kennel or a small custom chicken coop, they've got you covered. Quality craftsmanship, great service, and solutions built to last. That's the Animal Housing Solution promise. Check them out at Animal Housing Solutions on Facebook. Animal Housing Solutions, where your animals come first. Your dogs deserve the very best, and that's exactly what Elite Nutrition Canine Products delivers. Packed with premium ingredients and backed by science, their formulas are designed to boost energy, support joint health, and keep coats shiny and strong. Whether you've got a working dog, a hunting partner, or just a loyal best friend, Elite Nutrition gives them the fuel they need to thrive. Don't settle for ordinary. Choose the nutrition your dog deserves. Find Elite Nutrition Canine Products today and give your dog the Elite Edge. Go to shopeliteglobal.com and use the code TREE10 on your next purchase.
I guess, Ben, over the course of having a registration office and doing all the pedigrees, I never was one to, I can look at your pedigree and I can go from there, but if you ask me about what this dog's out of, I couldn't tell you. I guess I just done too many pedigrees to.
Gotcha. Well, darn, I had a couple of those. So,
yeah.
As you're going through stuff, if you're able to find a pedigree for Lugnut and Molly, I'd appreciate it.
My Lugnut?
Yeah, Caesar, because Caesar's Creek was your kennel name, right?
Right.
Yeah, Caesar's Creek Lugnut and Caesar's Creek Molly, mother and father of Caesar's Creek Cricket.
Yeah. Yeah, I own Cricket too. I had her when she died.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got them somewhere, Ben.
Like I said, if you find
Guarantee you. Yeah. Yeah, I was looking through my stuff here. I got a picture of Richard McDuffie with Hobo. I don't know if you've heard that name.
Oh, I have.
And then I've got a picture of Richard with Ringo.
Okay.
He was the last living son of
Nimrod?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And my lady dog, she was out of Ringo.
And Yellow Bell, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I went up to Lisbon, Ohio and bought her from Dan Sailing.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but I got I'm looking here at the yearbook. I can open the pages and look, and the stories will start coming back of this particular guy. And I got Red Martin here. He owned I bought Lugnut off of him, and Cricket come through him.
Okay.
I can just, I can't bring him up just us talking, but I can run through these pages. And like Ronnie Rushing, you've heard of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about him and his dogs, but I mean, I've seen Rushing's, I don't even remember off the top of my head any of his dogs' names, but I've seen Rushing's in I think Rushing's Job, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, he got dogs from like Rex Laker and and Dan Noble. I don't know if you remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but shoot. Rex Laker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've hunted with about every dog he's ever had.
Gotcha. What year did you get into leopards?
I had a bunch of this and that, and I got mad one year, and I don't know, it was probably in the mid-70s.
Okay, so pretty early.
And I rode everybody in the full cry that sold pups, and I was asking questions.
Mm-hmm.
And the best response I got was from the Leopard people.
Okay.
And Bloomington, Indiana, Roger Weiss. Have you heard of that name?
Sounds familiar, but I don't.
And he had polio as a young guy, and he had 2 things on each arm that he walked with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I went and seen him a couple years in a row. He had leopards, and he was part of the club in South Bend, Indiana. That's where it all started, really. Sherman Borders, Ron Gannis, the Davison brothers. Shoot. Yeah, I had a good time up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your first leopard? Do you remember?
Lady.
Okay.
Dragon Lady.
Yeah.
Dragon Lady, and then Sherman Borders told me if I hunted out a young dog of his, he'd give me a pick of the litter. And that was the Dink dog, and he was out of Stubbs in Kankakee Valley. I don't know if it's Yellow Bell or what.
I'm pretty sure he was out of Windy.
Windy, okay. So you know more about than I do.
Well,
yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm cheating. Like I said, I put a lot of pedigrees in this database, and I pulled them up ahead of time. So,
you see, well, I got all them pedigrees, but I got them on a disc and I've never pulled them up and looked at them. You know, the years I owned it, I've got them all somewhere on a flash or something.
See,
but yeah, I've got Doug Gerasset. I don't know if you heard of him.
I talked to Doug last week. And
you did?
And Doug's been on the podcast twice.
Oh, shoot, man. Me and him, we hunted the hair off our dogs back in the younger days.
Yeah.
We'd go down to the leopard den.
Yep.
He had them Steven stock dogs, and he had one called Midnight.
Yep.
He's a bad dog. I mean, coon dog.
Yeah.
We hunted, man. Jesus, Pete. Me and him hunted. We'd hunt with the old man, and they'd come in about midnight, and heck, me and him load up and head out again and stay till daylight.
Wow.
Yeah. Used to have it bad.
He told me he did a lot of traveling.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to go up and stay with Doug.
Okay.
Stay a week or 2 with him. And
how far is he from you?
St. Mary's River. How far is Doug from me? He's probably 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. 3 hours.
Yep.
And I got a whole bunch of pictures here I was looking at. Got a bunch of Burl Keeter. All of his dogs.
Mm-hmm. He was from Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Don Allison, he was a fine fella. He was from Oklahoma, too. He hunted off mules. I always wanted to go out there and hunt with him.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, we've mentioned a lot of people, but why don't you introduce yourself?
Well, my name's Steve Ingram. I live down here in southeastern Ohio, and I own the Leopard Curs registry for 15, 17 years, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably one of the best hunting times of my life. I had more fun with them dogs and all them people. We used to have a heck of a time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet. Sounds like it.
Yeah, I mean, it went from, I remember one time when I first started, we had the Buckeye sectional. And it might have been the first hunt I ever tried to put on. There was 3 people showed up. Me, Red Martin, and Dale Brottingham.
Okay.
No, Dale, he's from Bucyrus, Ohio.
Gotcha.
But we was the only 3 that showed up, so everybody got trophies. I'll never forget that. Dale, he bought a pup out of Ginger and Dink, and it's probably one of the best dogs that come out of some of my stuff that was around. He
Okay.
He had her for about 8 or 9 years, and he really enjoyed her.
Mm-hmm.
Dale Browsey. That's his name. Dale Browsey. Yeah.
So you said you got
it takes a little bit. Pardon?
So you said you got into leopards around the 70s. What year did you get the registry?
Well, I went out, started going out to the World Hunt. You know, I was really getting into these leopards, and Lady, she was probably one of the best ones I ever had. But that's probably because I spent 7 nights a week in the woods with her. You know, I was wanting a coon dog.
That would help.
And then I went out to Missouri a few times. Me and Red Martin, we'd camp. We'd stay in a tent.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike Crawford had the registry at that time, or he didn't own it. He was just doing the paperwork.
Okay.
And after a couple of years of going out there, you know, people wasn't getting their papers back. You know, it might be 3 months or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I just started getting nosy, you might say. And finally I got old Jim Knight, and he wanted to sell it, I heard.
Gotcha.
So I made a deal with him over the phone. I went up there, and I took the family, and he's up there in was it Iowa, where they made the Caterpillar bulldozers.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where he was. But we went up there, and he wanted X amount of dollars for it. And I told him, I said, Jim, I got this many dollars cash with me, and give me a year to pay you the rest. And that's how I bought it.
Okay.
And it took about 6 months for it to really take off. Then they figured out that I was putting out the registration papers on a reasonable time. You know, heck, man, there at one time, it was like having a part-time job.
Yeah, I'm
filling out them registration papers. Yeah.
So I got told.
Yeah, man, that was good.
I got told that you are pretty much responsible for bringing the ALCBA back, because when you bought it, there weren't many people still registering, and a lot of people had moved over to the LTD, the Leopard Tree Dog Association, right?
Right, you heard right. And then when I bought it, O'Neill Bennett called me, and he seen that I was doing pretty good with it. And Richard McDuffie, he was patting me on the back in a way too, you know. But O'Neill told me, he said, if I need anything at all from that LTD registry, just let him know, as far as pedigrees or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's how that went. And it went good for 10, 11 years, man. It was great. You know, everybody had a sectional hunt. And I mean, shoot, I went from like them 3 members that showed up one time to like, I'd say at the World Hunt there towards before I moved from Caesars Creek. I'd say we probably had 200 people at one time camping. And that's a lot on 5 acres.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I lived there on the state ground, and plenty of places to take people.
Yep. That's always nice.
Yeah, one time, Dean Baster, I think it was Tug.
Mm-hmm.
Tug went off a tree by himself, and the rest of us had to come in for the deadline. So me and him went back. Me and Dean, I took on a 4-wheeler, and we permanent registered Tug that night because he had the coon.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, that was a good time.
So back then, everything had to be like evaluated to get permanently registered, right?
Yeah, you had to. Well, you know, it was on the honest program. You take 2 of your buddies out and take your leopard, and if he could strike, trail, and tree his own coon, then he could be permanently registered.
Okay.
And then you can breed him.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Yeah, but you know how a lot of that.
Yeah.
Everybody don't abide by the rules, you know, but that's how it was supposed to be.
Gotcha.
And it worked pretty good for a long time. I mean, shoot. I mean, I enjoyed them days. Trying to think of the old boy that lived up north of me. He could sure raise a leopard cur. I bought a couple off of him. His name won't pop up right now, but it will. But yeah, man, that was the good times of my life.
Yeah.
Dogs, man, shoot. We had good times. String contests, bench shows. I think them tapes, we got two of them. One of them is of the bench show. Might have been one of the world hunts we had at the Madison County Coon Club, where Perry is a member of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but over the years, these leopard guys, some of the younger guys, they wanted the competition hunt with UKC, and yak, and it went on, and I could see the decline in the registry.
Okay.
Because they were registering UKC, okay?
Yep.
And I hated that. I mean, it hurt in a lot of ways. Cause,
I'm sure.
I thought we had a big family thing going that lasts forever. But it didn't get no better for a couple of years, and Randy Oler kept bugging me to buy it. And I just woke up one day, and I made a phone call,
Gotcha.
And, I was sort of getting burned out a little bit on it, too. But
I get that, yeah.
heck, man, I sure enjoy talking dogs to everybody, yeah. Helping them out if I could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I made quite a few mistakes on, writing the wrong pedigree down, and all they had to do was mail it back, and I'd send them some new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but them were some good days. I mean, I had some great friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, Don Rasmussen. Have you heard of his name?
No.
No. He's from Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah, and I bought a dog. I can't think of his name right now, but I went and I give him $600 or $800 for him, and he was one of them kind of dogs that you needed to keep him tied up for a week at your house and get him to know you, then take him hunting. Yep. And then I took him hunting. I was always taking somebody that had never seen coons and then never shot one out. That's a good friend of mine, and we took this dog, and man, he put 2 or 3 up, and the boy said, "Man, let's do it one more time." I said, "Okay." He never did come in.
Oh.
And he got caught in the coon bear.
Mm.
Yeah, that last turnout did it. And I didn't get a chance to do much of that dog.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Now, through the years, I'm sure you had quite a few different leopards, but what kind of style of dog were they? Like, can you just describe the way they hunted and what they look like?
Yeah, well, good old leopard, man. He's not going to follow that hound dog like if you go hunting with hounds.
Mm-hmm.
A young one probably will, but the leopard, they got a mind of their own. They're going to take out and they're going to go do their thing. And I've hunted with many guys that had these walker dogs that night champions and yak, and they were friends. I said, "Well, come on, let's go hunting." Hell, then I'd have 2 or 3 coons treed and the pelts hanging on my belt by the time their dog ever got to a tree.
Yeah.
They were just sure, and they got a good locate on them. They was good tree dogs, man.
Mm-hmm.
And my lady and Ginger, 2 of the first 3 I owned, and they had noses out the wall. They could smell a track from here to your house. I've seen them do it. I've seen them win, throw their head up, bark a little bit. And Dink was a good tree dog, but he was, I guess I sort of ruined him. Ginger and Lady done all the hard work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But he throws some good pups. Yeah, and then I had a dog called Lightning. I didn't know it when I bought him, but he only had 1 nut.
Okay.
I tried breeding him.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, you talk about a dog that could put out the bark. You can count them. There's so much big. And then I had a dog named Thunder. Sold him to Billy Stiles.
Okay.
That dog would go from here to your house. Billy, he wasn't like that when I hunted him. I had him for a year and a half or so. Loud, my God, was he loud.
Yeah.
But Billy put something into him, man. That dog, he'd go 4 or 5 miles. He hunted up national forest.
I was wondering, because I know of 2 pups out of him. One was owned by Rex Bowers, and one was owned, well, actually, Rex owned him, but then sold him to Wayne Hensley. And so I was wondering how... Out of Thunder, yeah.
Yeah.
And I know the dog that Wayne owned, Tigger, he's told me that was one of the best dogs he's ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
I never bred Thunder. No. I got Thunder. I had him when I went to the World Hunt one time out in Missouri, and he fell into a well. Him and Burl Keeter's dog and one other guy with us. And 2 of the 4 dogs drowned.
Ooh.
So, the Thunder, he was big enough dog. He was stepping on him. There was a shelf in the well.
Okay.
And he was pushing them down. And I'll never forget that, to go get a big ladder and
yeah.
let it down there as well. But we managed.
Yep.
Used to go to the, I think it might be Hoover Dam out there in Missouri next to Clinton.
Okay.
And man, we'd catch some big catfish, and we'd have some big old fish fries at the end of the hunts. Big time, yeah.
I've heard a lot about them old hunts, and I wish I would have been around and been able to come to some.
Well, I got 2 tapes here. I'll look into them a little farther and see what they got on them. You ain't got no yearbooks, do you, Ben?
A couple, but not many. And even what I do have is not super old.
Yeah. I wish you could see some of these. Back when I had part of them sometimes making the yearbook.
Mm-hmm.
Turn Creek Lady opened up a yearbook here. I think she was out of Molly. She sure put a bench show type style in the leopard. Yeah, she was tight. Turn Creek Leopard Curs. I bought a dog with me down here where I live now. At 9 months old, we won I think it was a Buckeye sectional hunt. He had a mouth on him and had a nose that second to none. And I'm down there where there ain't no cars or anything.
Yeah.
He got run over.
Jeez. That's some rotten luck.
He's 65 pounds, 3 generation pedigrees. He had 3 world champions and 2 little world champions.
Okay.
Yep. Well-bred dog. Yeah, see, I can look at him in the pictures and I can start remembering things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got tons of that kind of stuff, man. But I'm anxious to see what's on them tapes I got. I just come across them.
So you said Lady was probably the best dog you ever owned?
When it comes to betting $1 on her performance each night, yeah. Lugnut, he was an impressive kind of dog.
Mm-hmm.
Until that last year I owned him and some guns started running coyotes.
Okay.
It took me a little bit to figure it out. But he was a pinpoint kind of dog, impressive tree dog, and stay there all night. Lady, I've had to go back and cross the river many times because she wouldn't come. I've tried to call her back across,
Yeah.
She said, you taught me to stay here, so you come and get me. So,
yep.
yeah, she done that more than once. Ginger was the same way. Ginger could smell just the slightest breeze at all. She could stand. She stood there right up on her hind legs, and I've seen her win, let out a little bark, and off she takes. Mm-hmm. You hear a little while, you hear her bark. Yeah, them's what sold me. Them type dogs.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. And a lot of guys I went hunting with, they had impressive dogs too. Most of them were. Some I wouldn't care for, but
yeah.
But yeah, man, we used to get together. I mean, there was like 4 or 5 states, and then we had the little world, and then the world. Man, I look forward to all that every year. You know, I enjoyed going to them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
from everything I've heard,
lots of friends. Mm-hmm. Do what?
From everything I've heard, I mean, they were the place to be. That's for sure.
Well, I'd love for that to get back about half is what it used to be.
Yeah.
If they would, I'd start registering dogs again.
I would too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, and just, you know, be the Leopard Curs. You know, Ben, I keep looking at all these Leopard Cur dogs on Facebook anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't look nothing like the dogs that we were breeding back in the day.
I understand.
You got a lot of floppy ears on them.
That's for sure.
Heads ain't wide like a cur dog's supposed to be.
You're not wrong.
I don't know.
There's a lot of
hound influence in them. I know anymore. And you know, you can breed a leopard spotted. It got to be leopard spotted. It can't be black and tan. Won't do it. But you can breed that leopard spotted to anything, and you'll throw half spotted pups.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, Merle is dominant. So all it takes is you can breed a Merle dog to a Walker, and you'll get dogs that look like a leopard color wise.
That's right. You got it. They'll have that old round noggin though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I got 2 boxes sitting here in my office. I get to go and get one of these old rainy days. I'll get into them.
Yeah.
But a guy like you, I'd like to see you have some of this information.
Oh, I know me and a couple of young guys, we'd love to. We've talked about how we can try and preserve all this information because we love the history of this breed, and we're trying to move forward with them. And you know, while we want good dogs today, we'd like to be able to look back to the past and see where they came from.
Well, I've got a little bit of that stuff. Dan and Dave Ellis, you remember them?
No.
They had dogs from Dean's.
Okay.
They lived around Dean's.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Then Dan Noble, you've heard of him?
Oh yeah. He was the secretary up until a couple of years ago. Yeah.
It seemed like after his wife died, he sort of lost interest in it. Yeah, Dan was a good guy. Man, you know, me, Dan, Rex, and anybody that come with them, we'd hunt till 12, 1, 2 o'clock. Then we'd get in our cooler and sit around. Hell, it'd be about daylight before we quit. But man, we had the best times.
Yep.
Pulling pranks on one another at some of the functions, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember Jerry Davison. You know, Jerry Davison, he wasn't the prettiest guy in the world, and neither am I, but I brought out some white lightning one time. Stevie Street, yeah. And I've still got a picture, but he threatened my life if I ever put it in full cry again. You ought to see him, man. He looks worn. I would get that picture and send it to you.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. But see, things like that, and that brings back a lot of memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then down at the Blue Ridge hunt down there, I used to go down there all the time.
Okay.
Henry Harris.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've met Henry.
Have you?
Yep. I went down there probably 3 or 4 years ago. Down to they still have a hunt in the spring.
Yeah.
Met Henry.
Yeah, I know a lot of them people, but you know, like I was talking to Jason King.
Yep.
A few days ago, and and like yourself, I don't know nothing about you guys. You know, all I'm telling you is what I know from yesteryear. I guess it's what you want to know.
That is absolutely what I want.
Yeah. But, you know, I don't know you, or I don't know, you know, I've never hunted with you, and I just don't know. You know, I don't know you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jason.
We'll have to fix that.
He seems to be a hard hunter.
He is. Conkey's Outdoors is proud to be a sponsor of Tree Talking Time. Family, hunting, tradition is the Conkey's motto. They understand the importance of passing down the tradition of hound hunting. They are a family-owned business that treats you like family. They also understand the importance of having the gear you need when you need it. Conkey's carries everything for your next hunt, and it ships to your door quick. They also offer great warranties on all tracking systems and financing options. Check them out at conkeys.com. You can also use the code TreeTalkingTime5 in all caps to save as well.
I've got a female here I got from Richard Johnson.
Yep.
He's a hawk hunter.
Yeah.
And treeing a cage coon or letting one loose in front of her, she's all about that. But she's at the point where I can't do that no more. And I got one bad knee left, and it's just hard to get up and go in these mountains.
I understand.
And you know what? The good Lord, if that dog trees, I'm going to her. I don't care if it takes me to daylight next day.
Yeah.
That's just how I roll. But I ain't been able to put the time into her like I should.
100% understand that.
But, you can't have everything. Yeah. Yeah, I've got one. I found the one big old round Leopard Curs. I used to sell them things. They're probably about 12, 15 inches in diameter, but we'd sew them onto the back of our jacket.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I got one of them I found.
That's awesome. I forget who it was. Somebody made some stickers of that a couple years ago. I ended up getting one.
Yeah, I've made stickers, and I've got 3. I think one's an extra large, one's a large, and one's a medium of them gray T-shirts. I've sold millions of them with the Leopard Cur logo on the front. I found 3 of them the other day. Yeah, like I said, I keep it digging. It's hard telling what I come up with.
Yep.
I've got some old tracking collars and stuff like that. I need to get into somebody. I know it's outdated, but it's the old ones that you fold the antennas out.
Yep. Old beep style.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just put new batteries in it last year.
Okay.
I'm sure everything still works. Yeah. Now
Nice.
I've got a light. Somebody needs to. What's that light that goes around your waist? It's got like 18 batteries.
A sunburst?
Sunburst, yeah.
That's what I started.
Yeah, man. It's a good light that just needs a new switch put on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. Need somebody to use it. Just going to waste here. Yeah, I started looking. I got pictures of the Leopard Den in South Carolina.
Yep.
Yeah, man. That's when it started. Staying in that rustic cabin and wake up smelling the bacon and all that stuff cooking, and everybody. It was a wonderful time.
Nice.
Me and Doug Rossett, man, we loved it down there.
Mm-hmm. He told me, he said back then, he said the Leopard people were some of the nicest and best folks to be around.
They were, man. Friendly. I mean, just take your oven off the street,
Mm-hmm.
I got a picture here of Richard McDuffie with Who's Your Buck, 1965, the first leopard hunt.
Nice.
Richard McDuffie with Cumberland Valley Nimrod, also at the first leopard hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I got Billy Stiles with Ringo. Got a picture of him.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't know what I'm going to do with all these pictures. Sherman Borders, his dogs.
Yeah. I just put a picture up of his Stubbs dog the other day on the Leopard Breeders Association's Facebook page.
Yeah, I got a nice picture of Stubbs. Yeah, right here it is, Stubbs, and I forget the black female's name, Nancy.
Okay. I've never seen a picture of her. Yeah.
Sherman. I don't know if Sherman's still alive or not.
I think
he was up there.
Bill told me he was not. I think.
Yeah. An old Red Martin. I don't know if Red Martin's still alive.
I don't know.
Yeah. There's McDuffie with Hobo. I got them tapes that I got Richard McDuffie. I don't know if I was telling you where we were talking about leopard breeds.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can barely hear them. I don't know if I'm going to have to get them in the hands of somebody else.
Yeah.
I got a nice bench show picture of Molly here.
Nice.
Yeah. And I got a picture of Dean, and I said this guy's name earlier. He's up from Illinois. Barney was the dog they had there. Here we go again, blank.
No big deal.
You have that? Yeah. Yeah, I think I got a picture of Thunder here. He's on the bench. He was tight-footed, but hell, he was too big.
Yeah.
He's a big old dog. And I got a picture of, I think it's Lightning. He won the World Treeing contest. I can't remember it all, buddy.
Yeah. One quick question.
Yeah.
And I remember when I first started getting full cried, Dennis Pruitt was still writing. And I always talked about his like long-haired leopards. And if I remember correctly, didn't they go back to your dogs?
No. He tried to breed that.
Mm-hmm.
Get that long hair. But no, it didn't go back to Lady.
Okay.
I don't know where it come from, but that's only like a 2% chance. And I've only know of 3. Now, I don't know what McDill had in the long hair other than he had the one. But I only know Lady had one pup that was long haired.
Gotcha.
And between her and the pup, them's the only 2 long haired ones that I know of.
Gotcha.
It's just only like a 2% in that leopard that, that had to come from somewhere.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Cricket. Cricket was bred up good. But man, I think I got it on tape. You can still hear her, but she'll be tracking, and all of a sudden it sounds like a feist is barking. Just one bark, but that's her. She does it.
Okay.
Me and Red Martin, we got the biggest kick out of that. He goes, listen to her, Ingram, listen. Because Red had her for me, and bigger and snotted. Yeah, she'd give that little feist bark. Them's good old days.
Yeah.
I remember one time, we was at my house, and I had a sectional hunt going on, and like I said, I bought a bottle of Yukon Jack because that's what Red Martin liked. Well, we went a hunting that evening, and evidently he knowed where I put it. Because when we got back from hunting, Yukon Jack was gone, and so was Red. He was in the tent, gone. He didn't get a bit of it.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah. Boy, he knowed pedigrees. Old Red did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And that Oka Valley Tom, he was a pretty good dog. I seen him tree some good stuff. I used to go up and hunt with Red quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. He could tree the bad ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Red got into bear.
I know Tom was in a lot of pedigrees from old dogs that I've went through.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Tom, he's the picture in that Leopard Curs logo.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Well, some of them's the original Nimrod, but
okay,
you can't tell them apart. Yeah.
Yeah, I know he was bred to a lot of different females, but like just pedigrees that I've seen him pups out of like 4 or 5 different females and pedigrees from Tom.
Yeah. Mark Gressy, you know him.
Mm-hmm.
I know the name.
I know the name. I've never talked to Mark, but yeah.
Oh, he's Dean Baster's dog.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Then Archie Reardon.
Yep.
He passed about a year ago. He always had a nice little dog sometimes.
Mm-hmm. He had the Ebo dog and
Yeah.
several others.
D. Hazelwood.
Mm-hmm.
He was always an honest kind of feller, church going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's, from what I know, I think he still raises a few dogs here and there.
Yeah, I tried to buy one off of him and his hunting buddy.
Him and Tim.
Who?
Him and Tim Michaels kind of breed back and forth.
Tim Michaels, yeah. Me and Tim, we corresponded for over a year. And I was supposed to get a pair, a bobtail one, because he still had some of that breeding and a long tail. And he got up time where they were supposed to be here, and I ain't heard from him since until that's 2 years ago.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But no, they got some pretty good dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, there's good and bad in all of them, but these leopards, they sort of treated me pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could predict them once they got trained. You could about tell what they're going to do.
Okay.
Hunting Lady and Ginger on a little breezy night, that was the best times.
Mm-hmm.
They'd treat them that be across the road, getting them cornfield chases and get lost in the cornfield. That'd be that big, get cut all to pieces.
Yep.
Finally make the decision, just follow this row out. You'd be on the other side of where the truck was.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, but I sure made a lot of good friends during that course, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
So I'd do that again. I'd go through that again just for the camaraderie of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. Tommy Bird, one time, he's coming. I think I was having the World Hunt at my house. And Tommy worked for the post office department down in South Carolina, okay?
Okay.
Well, about 6 weeks before the hunt, I got this. It was a certified letter from the Postal Service that said, and funny thing is, I'll back up. About 6 months before I got this letter, I put a new mailbox post in, a new mailbox, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I get this letter that says my mailbox is 6 inches higher than the postman can get to, reaching out of his car window.
Yeah.
And I went crazy. I go, what the hell? And, it was all legit and everything. And I let it go for about it's probably 3 or 4 weeks, and I got another letter. Want to know, they said they hadn't heard back from me whether I'd done that or not. Well, daggone it, I got mad. I went out there and I cut the inches off, put the mailbox thing back on. Well, the hunt was a couple of weeks away. Well, when we all got together, we all sitting around one night, and Tommy Bird told me, he said, I'm the one that sent you that letter, so I cut my mailbox post off for nothing. Yeah, but boy, we had a good laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man, there was some good days.
For sure.
Yep. Yeah, man. And there ain't no way to have anything like that again, I don't believe. I think all them old people I'm talking about, probably over half of them's gone now.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Most of them a lot of those guys have passed away or just gotten too old and don't hunt anymore.
Yeah, like I said, it's guys like you that are wanting to know about them, and I'm glad, I'm glad. But I wish we could get back to the old Leopard Cur days.
Well, you should come up to Leopard Days next year.
Where's it at?
It's in Lapeer, Michigan.
Lapeer.
Yep. Kind of above Detroit.
Above Detroit. Yeah, I know where that is. About what time of the year is it?
It's the end of April.
End of April. Ooh-wee.
Yep.
Is that a big time event up there?
It's pretty much the only leopard. Well, I don't want to say the only leopard event, but the only UKC real big, leopard event. This past year, I don't know. We had a decent turnout, and it was a good time.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people would have been there. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing like what you're talking about, but
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
You got to make it sound good for people. Make it good for them, you know. Treat them right, they'll come back.
We probably had 25 or 30 people there with leopards. I mean, there were some people that came and left and weren't able to stay the whole time, but I'd say probably, probably 30-ish people total.
Well,
that were leopard people. I mean, obviously,
yeah.
On Saturday, you've got you got a show and a hunt that's not only leopards. So anybody with a hound, any other hound breed can show up for that. But I'm saying as far as leopard people, I'd say 25, 30-ish.
Yeah. Any like old timers like myself?
Yeah, there was a couple older guys. Justin Carroll's dad, I forget.
Justin Carroll?
Yeah, him and his dad were there.
Ron Michelli, I don't know if Ron's still alive or not, but he was from Michigan.
I don't know.
Don't know
that name. And then Dave Bray was there.
I think I know his dad.
Dave's the dad. Yeah, Andrew and Dave.
Yeah,
Andrew's the son.
Dave's the one I know.
Yeah, Dave came
back in the day. Yeah,
probably those two, and then Perry would be the three guys that you would know. Would be my guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Richard Johnson was there.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know Jason Abbott?
Know the name.
Yeah, Jason.
Yeah.
Jason was there. Andy Byram, he was there.
Oh, I know Andy's grandpa.
You would have known Andy when he was a kid.
Oh, I can remember Andy. His grandpa bringing him to the hunts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Windy. He windy just like his papa.
So, there's a couple younger guys that would have been young when you were hot and heavy in it.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
you know, there's quite a few people that are new, like me, newish by comparison. So, but yeah, no, we need guys like you to come and tell us the history and give us the rundown.
All I know is what I know.
So,
yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind meeting a bunch of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wish I could be more active in the hunting part of it.
I understand.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
But you never know.
Yeah.
You ever met Lamar?
I met him. Yeah, I met him one time when I went down to that hunt down there in North Carolina.
Yeah.
He was there.
You ever met Ron? Yeah, Ron Gannis?
I've never met Ron.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me and tell me about these old leopards and your experience with them.
I've got a whole bunch of history right here in front of me.
Well, like I said, I do really appreciate it. I've enjoyed this.
Well, that's all. I appreciate you wanting to know anything, and if I can help, holler at me somehow.
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Tree Talking Media. And until next time, keep them talking in the timber.